Applicability of Payment of Wages Act 1936. Now, when we talk about wages, right, obviously wages will also vary, right? What was the standard wage might be in the year 2001. Now it has like increased, right? What will be the salary? Why? Because obviously the expense and all that stuff has also increased. So accordingly, under this legislation, it says that from time to time, right, this minimum wage, what we are talking about, this minimum wage will be revised. Usually it is done around 5 years of duration or whenever needed, right? So this wage also will be fixed from time to time, and we can actually go to their website and then look for the present applicable wage. So as of now, right, this is the link which I have given of the notification where it was basically notified, right? Labor and Employment. You can actually go to this website, Ministry of Labor and Employment, and there these notifications are uploaded, and this is the present one which is applicable. So as at present, this legislation is applicable on person who are earning less than 24,000 rupees per month. And this notification is provided under this website. And this Ministry of Labor and Employment is authorized to revise this ceiling limit of wage. And the same is usually done in a 5 years duration. I think before that it was some 16,000 something. Before that some 7,000 something, like that it was basically increased. And in 2017, this amount was last modified. And this amount is basically modified on the basis of figures of Consumer Expenditure Survey, which is published by NSSO, National Sample Survey Organization. Based on that, they would decide that how much they should be increasing with regard to the ceiling amount of wage. And accordingly, this is the present one which we have. Okay, so basically this act will apply to anyone who is earning below this amount. Now, anyone means where that person is working. So there are basically these 5 groups of industries or areas of work, we can say. First one is factory, right? Someone who is working in a factory. Railway administration, whether direct or contractual employee. Might be someone is directly recruited in other railways through some government exam and all that stuff, and still their salary is less than that amount, right? For 24,500. 24,000, yeah, less than 24,000. In that case also they will be right? So it may be directly or through some contractual employees also, they may be there, them also it will apply. Any industrial or other establishment, it will apply. Contractor, if some contractor has hired some employees, to those employees also it will apply. Any other establishment as government may deem fit through notification in official gazette at least 3 months prior. If government feels that these certain industries are also facing this issue, then we also should be including it. So that also may be done by the government by giving at least 3 months of prior notice that from this certain date, this industry also will come under the purview of this legislation, and accordingly it may be applied, right? So there are basically these 5 groups which we have of different areas of work. Okay, and this I told you, right, in the objective that it also gives responsibility. So who will have the responsibility, right? Responsibility of payment of wages, that is mentioned under section 3. So who will have responsibility? In case of a factory, it is the manager who is managing the workers. In case of railway administration, person appointed in the area concerned. Like in case of railway, it is like having different zones, right? Northeastern, northern, western, this, that. So in whichever zone, whichever location, whoever is the person concerned who has appointed or who is having the authority or control, basically that person will have the responsibility. Person who is supervising and controlling in case of an industrial or other establishment. In case of contractor, person appointed by the contractor. If contractor has appointed some supervisor or someone, basically that person will be responsible. any other establishment as government may deem fit, person designated for that purpose. So whatever is given under this thing, right, it is just like to give an idea. Basically, whoever is having that authority, that designation, that person will be responsible in order to take care of all this stuff. Right, and accordingly, salary will be negotiated, time frame will be fixed, mode of payment will be fixed, deductions, fines, all that stuff also will be clearly mentioned to the employees, right? So these are 5 groups where it is applicable, basically. Is this part clear?
Yes, madam. But one question, suppose, see, generally, whenever there is a fresher who has joined, okay, so his salary will be lower than this amount. Is there any minimum experience which has been prescribed there? So suppose after at least having the person who is having more than 5 years of experience has to be paid minimum 24,000 rupees per month, or
no, minimum wages, we have another legislation, right? Minimum wages, we have another legislation under which certain amount is being fixed. Below that, we should not be paying. So that is
okay, sorry, I misunderstood this. So the applicability of this act is the people who are earning less than 24,000 per month. Understood. Okay, sorry.
Does not matter what is experience, what work they are doing, only the salary is concerned and the industry where the person is working. Right, so other things are clear, right? Factory, we know what is factory. Railway administration, we know. Then contractor, we know. Any other establishment means it is not restricted to anything. It's open, right? Anything it can include, basically. But what is, any industrial or other establishment, what is included under here? Right, so what is included under here is basically 4 things that we have. Right, so any industrial or other establishment, it may include transport like tramway, motor services, airport services, inland vessels, all that stuff will be included. It might be mines and quarry. So mines and quarry, plantation, like in case of tea plantation, it is highly irregularized, basically, right? They were not getting paid properly or not getting paid on time. So these, with regard to these tea garden workers, right, it is being regularized through these legislations. Okay, like here in Assam, right, like tea gardens are very popular. So there you would see these workers, they were not getting payment on time. A lot of issues were there. So those issues are also being tackled with the help of this OT. Right, so it would be applicable with regard to mines and quarries, plantation and all that stuff. Like I think in Coorg and all, if there is this coffee plantation or something, there also it would apply accordingly. Infrastructure, like workshops, whether manufacturing or production, construction, like building construction, development of buildings, water supply, electricity, whether generation, transmission or distribution. Then some industrial or other establishments as per notification with regard to the type of industries, right? So whatever government would notify, accordingly, this is applicable. So these are 5 categories wherein it is applicable, where someone is earning less than 24,000 rupees per month. If someone is earning more than that, even if the person is employed in railway and other stuff, it is not applicable to them. Right? So this is with regard to applicability, and plus who is having the responsibility to take care of it, right, for payment of wages.